Yeah, about the Warriors thing. I don't think they're gonna get him whether it's a trade or a free agency. First of all, they have to clear up a lot of space in free agency if they want to get him. They have to trade Wiggins' huge 20 plus million dollar contract and Draymond Green's contract, which is over $20 million. Even then, I'm pretty sure they're gonna need to clear up even more space to get Giannis. And I don't think they're getting him in free agency, not because of the money. I just don't think Giannis is that kind of bandwagon guy. I don't think he wants to go to a team that, I mean, obviously the Warriors are horrendous this year, but I don't think he wants to go to a team that not very long ago, I mean, literally like a year and a half ago, had a dynasty. And it's like, I mean, and it's just like, if he joins the Warriors, it's over. Um,
I you know I
I don't think he's that guy. And I don't think he wants it. I don't not only the bandwagon thing. I don't think he wants it to be super. I don't think he's one of those guys that wants it to be super easy. I think he likes the competition. I think I don't think he's going to the Warriors at all, and that's just the free agency part about it. I don't think the Bucks are going to trade him either because even if he demands a trade, even if he wants out, he doesn't have that much. After this offseason, he's gonna have 1 year left on his contract. Even if he wants out, if I'm the Bucks, I keep him for the rest of the season anyway. Because if I have him for the rest of the season, that's my best odds of winning a chip. Uh,
yes, I agree, but I don't see now. I don't think the trade's going to happen. I don't think they look to trade him. I think they think they have a really good shot at keeping him. And just like the Blazers did a couple of years ago when they signed Lillard to that first long term deal, and he said he was going to stay. Now I don't know we don't know where Giannis's mind is. I think he's one of the hardest guys to read in the NBA. As far as emotions, I obviously emotions on the court, you see it with him. But as far as off the court, you don't see much of
yeah,
his life other than that he has a girlfriend, he just had a kid, or he has a wife now, and his brothers. So really, I you can't get into depth with him. I think it's going to be very right last minute. I think less. It's going to be It's not going to be as pizzazzed and sparkled up as when Durant decided to go. But uh, you can't keep anything out of the question these days. We'll see. I mean, maybe next year he sees that Clay ends up getting his feet back under him, and Clay ends up being close to what he was at the time before, which was just pop and shoot, catch and shoot anyway. Maybe defensively he's still there, and Clay. I mean, not Clay and Steph only hurt his left wrist. He's a righty. He can shoot. His
yeah,
legs are fine. He's been healthy as far as ankles, I think, since they before what's his name, Kevin Durant got there, and you know, find a way to trade for some other younger guys worth less money when you trade Draymond and Wiggins. I really think they have a shot, and he's been talking about gaining that shot. That would be a great spot for him to really make that shot work around two of the greatest shooters of all time, and maybe he just takes a 1 year deal, 2 year deal, maybe wins a championship or two, and works on a shot, and then he goes back somewhere. Maybe he goes back to the Bucks and brings that shot with him. And again, I think God help us all. I think honestly, Giannis with a shot is God help us all. But it's just
yeah. Forget about it. Um, yeah, I mean, when Clay comes back, I think he'll be, if he's not as good as he was before the injury, I think he'll be pretty close.
oh yeah,
Um, Giannis, yeah, no, if Giannis can shoot, even if he can shoot like league average from three, like 34%, that's scary. Um, and I just I don't see it happening. I mean, I know outside of basketball we see, sometimes he's on Instagram Live with his wife and his kid. He has the YouTube channel with his three brothers. They play FIFA and 2K and all that. Um, I just don't see him as that kind of guy. I see him as, I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to be loyal and stay with the Bucks. But I also don't see him leaving the East, you know? I mean, and at least in my opinion, his serious options, at least at the moment, are the Bucks, the Heat, and the Raptors. Those three because he's actually vocally expressed interest in those teams, uh, and not in the Warriors, at least not yet. Obviously, they express interest in him. The Warriors are a fourth option, but I don't think they're a serious option. You know, I mean, maybe they have like out of all those four teams, maybe they have like a 1% chance of getting him, and then the other three teams have an even chance and only an even 33% each, and only because we don't know yet how he's feeling.
Yeah. Now let me just go back and clarify some things. The average 3 point percentage, field goal percentage this year has been 35.7. His average this year alone was 30.6. Now that again, it's already pretty close to the league average. People have spoken about if he gets into the 35 range, but they're talking if this guy, he's already proved he's not Ben Simmons. He's willing to take the shots. If he really works on it, and I mean works on it, he can end up getting into. He's only 25. If he ends up getting into the low 40s by the time he's 27, which is very possible. You talk about each year, like LeBron, they would say would work on one thing to improve on. That's why during the Heat era, he worked on a three and it became insane. And then back on the Cavs, if Giannis did that and he's working harder than I would say anyone ever, other than maybe Kobe and Jordan. I think he works harder than
Yeah,
LeBron. Honestly, you put that's just insane. I don't have an answer for that. Again,
yeah.
God help us all. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
he has all the time in the world to work on that shot right now. I was a little off with the league average, but and it's okay. So you said it's 35.7.
Seven. Yeah.
Let's say, let's say by the end of the year or early next season, it goes up to 36 because it's not that far. Like I said a minute ago, even if he shoots under average, like 34, 35%, that's one hell of a player.
Oh, yeah, and he is one hell of a player now,
Like,
and it's not even stunting him. If he goes into the free agency now, he still gets a max deal. If he
oh
goes into
yeah,
free agency
yeah,
last year, he still gets a max deal, which
yeah,
is insane to think that a guy who doesn't even have a 3 point shot that's it's that great right now. It's not that great.
yeah,
You
yeah.
could still almost get a max deal. It's insane. But
Yeah, yeah, if I'm Giannis's coach or whatever, even if he's shooting like 2% under league average, I'm not complaining.
yeah, yeah. All right.